Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the fourth unit. Here, this fourth unit is consisting of trees. Here, uh, in fourth unit, you are going to learn about what do you mean by trees, what are the different types of trees, what do you mean by binary tree, and how you are going to represent the binary tree, what are the different types of tree traversals methods. Generally, we are having three traversals methods are there, in order, pre-order, and post-order. Just you are going to learn how you are going to traverse the complete tree by using this in order, pre-order, and post-order. Here, tree iterators. Here, tree iterators means you are going to represent this in order, pre-order, post-order traverses method by using the iterative techniques, means by using the looping techniques. Next one is the copying the binary tree, how you are going to copy that particular binary tree into another tree. What do you mean by threaded binary tree? What do you mean by heap? How you are going to perform the heap? Next one is the AVL tree, is the efficient binary search tree, how you are going to perform the binary search operations by using these trees. Here, you are going to learn all those topics in this fourth unit. Now, before going to start this one, uh, see here, just wait. Here, generally, any tree is consisting of its roots, right? Trees consisting of roots, its branches, and its leaves, right? Generally, this is the generalized tree. Tree is consisting of its roots, branches, and leaves. Here, now, here in this case, whenever you are going to represent any tree in terms of computers, here this is the root, next branches, here leaves, and the nodes. Here one node is there, here one node is there. Wherever the connecting point is there, that is we are going to represent by its nodes, right? Yeah. Generally, tree is a collection of nodes. Tree is a collection of nodes. Here, a tree is collection of nodes, and each node is going to represent a set of value. Each node is going to represent a set of value. Here, every tree is consisting of finite number of nodes. Every tree is consisting of finite number of nodes. See here in this given example, here we are having this node is there A, right? This node is there A, this node A is there, right? Here this A and E, B, D, C, F, H, G. These are the different types of node. Each and every tree is consisting of collection of nodes. Each and every tree is consisting of collection of nodes, right? Yeah, it is a collection of nodes. Each and every tree is consisting of collection of nodes, and here we are going to connect these nodes by using the path. Here see, this is the path, right? Here we are going to connecting these nodes by using this path. See here, this is nodes, this is node, right? These nodes are going to be connected by using the path. These nodes are going to be connected by using these paths, right? Here, a tree is a finite set of nodes together with a finite set of directed edges. Together with a finite set of directed edges. See here, this is the edge, right? Here, this is the edge. Now, this edge is a directed edge. Here, we are having one direction is there. So, here every tree is consisting of nodes with the directed edge, and those nodes are connected with the directed edges. For in this tree, what are the nodes? A, E, B, D, C, F, H, G. These are all the nodes. Here edges are A to E. See here, A to E. A to E is one edge, right? A to B is another edge, right? E to D is one edge, E to D is one more edge, E to C is one more edge, right? B to F one more edge, B to H one more edge, B to G one more edge. See here, all these are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All these are the nodes, and these nodes are connected by the directed edges. These nodes are connected by the directed edges. Generally, tree is going to define by using this parent-child relationship. Here tree, here whenever we are going to represent any tree, we are going to use the parent child relationship, right? See here, for this node E, here for this node E, parent is A. For this node E, parent is A. Why? Because here A is below, this E is below than E. That's the reason E is the child of A, or A is the parent of E. For this B node, which one is the parent? Parent is A. For this A, which one is the child? B is the child. For this node A, what are the childs? E comma B, both are childs. For this node A, E comma B, both are childs. Here, see here, for this node E, here D is the child node, C is the child node. For this node E, for this node E, D is the child node and C is the child node. Here for this C node, which one is the parent node? Direct parent is E. Direct parent is E. In the same way, here for this node B, F, H, G. These three are the child nodes. These three are the child nodes for this node B. For this F, which one is the parent node? B is the parent node. For this F, B is the parent node. For this H, B is the parent node. For this G, B is the parent node. Here, every node here, generally whenever we are going to represent any tree, we are going to use this parent child relationship. We are going to use this parent and child relationship, right? Here a tree is consisting of, I repeat, a tree is consisting of finite set of one or more nodes such that there is a specially designated node that is called as the root node. Here top node, every time here we are having only one node, designated node. This node is known as the root node. Here every tree is consisting of only single root node is there. Only single root node is there. For every tree we are having only one node, one root node, right? There is a specially designated node. That particular node is known as the root node. Every tree is having its single root node will be there, right? Remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into subtrees. Here this is one tree, right? See here, I'll use one more different pen. Yeah, this is one subtree, right? This is one more subtree. Yeah, this tree is consisting of how many subtrees? This tree is consisting of two subtrees. First one is the EDC. Second one is the BFGHG. These are the second subtree. Here generally a tree is consisting of finite set of nodes, and in that particular case we are having only one special node. That particular special node is known as the root node. Remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into subtrees. Remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into disjoint sets, and those disjoint sets are going to be known as the subtrees. Here already we know that here tree is the data structure. Here data structure means how we are going to arranging the elements in the memory. Data structure means how we are going to arranging the data in the memory. Here we are having the linear data structure and the non-linear data structure. What do you mean by linear data structure? Linear data structure means here generally all the elements are going to be arranged in the linear order. In linear data structure, all the elements are going to be arranged in the linear order. Whereas in case of non-linear data structure, elements are going to be arranged in the non-linear order. Already you know these things, right? What do you mean by linear data structure and what do you mean by non-linear data structure? In linear data structure, elements are going to be arranged in the linear order. Whereas in case of non-linear data structures, elements are arranged in non-linear order, right? Here examples of the linear data structures are, already you learned that here stacks, queues, linked lists, circular list, double linked list, all are the examples of the non-linear data structures, right? In case of non-linear data structure, we are having two examples. First one is the tree, second one is the graph. Here in this fourth unit, you are going to learn about the tree. right? Here tree is the example of the non-linear data structure. Why? Because see here, is there any sequence? Is there? No. Here a is there, a, here remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into e, d, dc is there, this node is consisting of 3 child nodes, here this e is consisting of 2 child nodes. Depending upon the node capacity, your childs are going to be divided, right? This is the definition of tree. Tree is a finite set of one or more nodes such that there is a specially designated node called root node. Remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into n disjoint sets t1, t2, t3, tn, where ti equals to I equals to 1 to n is a tree. Again t1, t2, t3, t4 up to tn are known as the subtrees of the root node, right? Next, here, whenever we are going to draw any tree, that particular tree must satisfy the properties of that particular tree. Here, what are the properties of this tree? See here, in the previous case here, see first, it has only one designated node called the root node. See here, for example, here, see here, I am going to take these three examples. I am going to take these three examples. Example 1, this is the example 1, this is example 2, this is example 3, right? Here, what is the first condition whenever we are going to check whether the given nodes are consisting of trees or not? Here first, it has only one designated node called root node. See here in this case, 5 is there, only one node is there, so it is going to be satisfy the tree property. Here, see here, it is having only one node, so it is also the satisfying the root node property. See here, in this case we are having two nodes. Here 5 is there, 1 is there, so 5 and 1 both are there. Here this is also the root node, this is also the root node, so this is not the tree. Here whenever we are going to check whether the given nodes are going to be trees or not, we have to, that particular tree must follow these four properties. If any nodes are going to satisfy these four properties, then we can say that that particular node is a tree. See here, it is going to not satisfying the first property, so this example 3 is not a tree. Next one, the second, here these two are following the first property. Next one, every node except the root node has exactly one parent. See here, every node which is present in the tree, here, see here, has at least one parent. See here, for the root node we don't have any parent. For See here, for this 5, is there any parent is there? No. For this 5, is there any parent is there? No. Here check for all the nodes which are present in the tree. First go for this 3. For this 3, which one is the parent node? 5. We are having only one parent, so it is going to, this 3 node is satisfying the property. For this 2, which one is the parent? 5 is the parent, so 2 is satisfying the property. Now this is for 4. For this 4, which one is the parent node? 2 is the parent node, so 4 is satisfying the property. For this 1, which one is the parent node? 2 is the parent node, so okay, it is going to also satisfying the property. For this 6, which one is the parent node? 2 is the parent node, so all the nodes are going to be satisfying the property that every node has exactly only one parent, right? Check for the example 2. For this 3 node, which one is the parent? 5 is the parent, so it is also satisfying the property. For this node 2, which one is the parent? 5 is the parent, it is also satisfying the property. For this node 4, which one is the parent? See here, directed edge is there, so here 3 is also the parent of 4, 2 is also the parent of 4. For a single node 4, we are having two parents. For the single node 4, we are having the two parents, so it is not satisfying the second property. So this second example is not a tree. Here every node is having exactly one parent. In this case 4 is having two parents, 3 comma 2. That's the reason this is not a tree, right? What is the third one? A node may have 0 or more children. See here, for this node 3, For this node 5, how many childs are there? There are 2 childs are there, 3 comma 2. So it is also satisfying the property. For this node 3, is there any childs are there? No, there is no children are there for this node 3. Here a node is consisting of either 0 childs or n number of childs. For this node 2, how many childs are there? 4, 1, 6. It is also satisfying the property. Now 4, 1, 6. These 3 nodes are doesn't have any child nodes, so these nodes are known as the leaf nodes. If any node doesn't have any child, then that particular node is known as the leaf node, right? Now fourth one is, what is the fourth property? There is a unique directed path from the root node to each node. Here only one path should be there, only one. For this from this 3, only one path is there, right? From this 4, 2 to 4, 2 to 5, right? From this 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 5, only one path is there. From this 6, 6 to 2, 2 to 5 is there. So we are having only one unique path is there. So this is the perfect example of tree, right? Whenever we are going to deciding that whether any collection of nodes are going to be defined a tree, it should follow these 4 properties. First one is it has only one designated node. That particular node is known as the root node, and the root node doesn't have any parent node. Right. Second property is every node except the root node has exactly one parent. Right. Third one is every node may have 0 or more children. Right. Fourth one is there is a unique directed path from root node to each node. We must have only one path from the leaf node to its root node. See here in this example, here this is the perfect example of the tree. Why? Because it is satisfying these 4 properties. Right. Next one is here. Just we are going to learn about what are the various types of terminologies we are going to use in the trees, right? Here first one is the root node. Already we know that here only one node with no parent is known as the root node. Only one node with no parent is known as the root node. In this given example, which one is the root node? A is the root node. In the given example, which one is the root node? A is the root node. See here, A is the root node. Only one node with no parent. Next one is the parent of X, means the node directly above the X in the tree. For this one, the node above the X, for example, we are defining the parent of X. We are defining the parent of X. How we are going to defining the parent of X? The node directly above the X. So for example, see here, for this node B, which one is the parent? For this node B, which one is the parent? Here for this node B, parent is A. The node which is directly above that particular node. For this B node, who is the parent? A is the parent. For example, for this D node, who is the parent? Directly above the node, B is the parent. For example, for this F node, who is the parent? C is the parent, right? For this H node, who is the parent? H is the parent. For this see for this I node, who is the parent? H is the parent. The node directly above that particular node is the parent node of that particular node. Child of X. Child of X means a node directly below the X node, below the node X in the tree. For example, here for this node A, who is the child node? B comma C are childs of A. Why? Because these are directly below this A. So that's the reason B comma C are childs of A. B comma C are childs of A. See here in this case, F, G, H. F, G, H. These 3 are childs of C. Why? Because these 3 are directly below that particular node. Directly below that particular node. That's the reason F, G, H. These 3 are known as the childs of the C node. Right? Here in this case, which one? I is the child of X. I is the child of H. Right? Why? Because I is the below of H. That's the reason we are going to say that this I is the child of H. Right? See here, for this node D, is there any child nodes are there? No, there is no child nodes are there. That's the reason we are calling this D node as the leaf node. D node as the leaf node. right? Next one is the sibling. Node with a common parent is known as the sibling. See here, for in this case, see here, B comma C are siblings to A. B comma C are siblings. Why? Because here for the B comma C are childs of A. In this case, here D comma E are siblings. Why? Because here D comma E are childs of B. Right? Here in this case, F G H are siblings. Why? Because this C is the parent node, common parent node for this FGH, right? Next, non-leaf or internal node. Non-leaf means if any node is consisting of one or more childs, See here, in this case, B is having D comma E child. So B is not a leaf node. B is not a leaf node, non-leaf node, right? Here, see here, D doesn't have any child. That's the reason D is the leaf node. E is also the leaf node. F is also the leaf node. G is also the leaf node, right? I is also the leaf node. Why? Because these nodes doesn't have any child. Whereas A, B, C, H are the non-leaf nodes. Why? Because A, B, C, H are is having one or more number of childs, right? Path means here a sequence of connected node. A sequence of connected node is known as the path. A sequence of connected node is known as the path. See here, in this case, which one is the sequence of connected nodes? Here, A to B, B to D is one path. A to B, B to D is path, right? From A to C, C to F is one path, or else A to C, C to H, H to I. This is also one path. A to C, C to H, H to I. This is also one path, right? Next. Empty tree. Empty tree means a tree with no nodes. A tree with no nodes is having the empty tree. Leaf are the external node. A node with doesn't have any child, that is known as the leaf node. Already I explained what do you mean by leaf node. These are the various types of terminologies we are going to use in trees. Next one is this is very important. You are going to get 2 marks question in this case, right? Here the level of a node X. Here the level of a node X means here it is the distance from the root node to that particular node X. Generally the level of the root node is 0. The level of the root node is 0, right? Here, see here, for example, here every time root node is going to be present, level of the root node is 0. That is the common thing. Here next is, for example, G. Here for this node G, I am going to finding the level. Here it is the distance from the root node to that particular node. See here, root is A, so from A to C 1, C to G 2. So what is the level of the G node? 2. Level of the G node is 2. For example, here see here, for example, I am going to checking for this K. So level means we have to find out the root from this root node to the particular node. For here A to C 1, C to E 2, E to J 3, J to K 4. So what is the level of this K node? 4. Level of the K node is 4. Now for example, I. What is the I level of this I? A to C 1, C to E 2, E to I 3. So this is the level of the I level is 3. So level means the distance from the root node to that particular node. The distance from this root node to that particular node is known as the level of that particular node. Next is height of the tree. Height of the tree means the maximum number of nodes covered in a path starting from the root node to a leaf node is known as the height of the tree. See here, we have to check. Here we have to check from its all the leaf nodes. We have to check from all its leaf node. Here for example, here for this H, what is this for this H? A to B 1, B to D 2, D to H 3. So what is the height of this H is 3. For this I is also 3. For this J is also 3. 1, 2, 3. So for this F 1, 2. For this G 1 and 2. Right? level. Here for next is k, 1 2 3 4 for this 4. So height of a tree means the maximum number of nodes covered in a path starting from the root node to any leaf node. Here see here, this h is also leaf node. What is the level? 3. For this I, 3. For this j, 3. For this k, 4. F 2, G2 is there. Maximum is 4. So what is the height of this tree now? Height of the tree is 4. Height of the tree is 4. Right? Here, depth of a node. Depth of a node means length of the path to that particular node. Length of the path to that particular node is known as the depth of a node. See here, length of the path. Here, right? Here. For, see, for the G, here what is the here? 1, 2, 3. Length here. See here. What is the depth of the particular this one? 3. Right? Depth for this G node is 3. Next one is the degree of a node. Degree of a node, number of its children. Number of its children is known as the degree of its node. See here, for example, for this A, what is the degree of this node A? For this number of its children. Number of its children means, see here, for this node A, yes, here. Yeah. For this node A, how many children are there? 2 children, B comma C. So degree of this A is 2. For this B, how many childs are there? Only 1 child. So degree of this B is 1. For this node D, how many childs are there? Only H is there. So degree of this D is 1. Here, for this H, what is the degree? Here, no childs are there. So that's the reason H, degree of this H is 0. Degree of this H is 0. Right? Here, degree of this H is 0. Generally, this leaf node, degree of a leaf node is 0. See here, for this C, how many childs are there? How many children are there? Yes, E, F, G. So degree of this tree 3. For this F, I comma J 2. For this I, how many childs are there? C 0. Right? For this J 0. For this F 0. For the G 0. There is no childs are there. So here degree of a node means number of its childs. Number of its childs. Here degree of a tree means highest degree of any node is the degree of a tree. In this case, what is the degree of this tree? 3. Here one node is degree of one node is 2, 1, 1, 3 is there. That's the reason degree of a node is 3 is the highest number. So degree of a node means highest degree of any node is known as the degree of that particular tree. Degree of that particular tree. Right? Already you know all these things. Right. Now here in the previous example, see here this tree is consisting of A node is there, B, C, D are the childs of A. For this B, F is the child. For this C, F comma G are there. For this D, H is there. In this case here A node is there. This A node is consisting of how many childs? Here B, C, D. 3 childs are there, right? 3 childs are there. Now binary tree means here every node is consisting of only 2 childs. Every node is consisting of only 2 childs. Remaining properties are same, just like as a tree. Here binary tree is not, binary tree means it is also the tree. It should also satisfy all the properties of the tree. What are the properties of the tree? Already we discussed these 4 properties now. Already we discussed these 4 properties. I'll show. See, it has only one designated node, that is the root node. Every node except the root node has exactly one parent. A node may have 0 or more children. Here there is a unique path from root to, it's the root to any node. That should be any unique path. These 4 properties should follow by the binary tree also. Here a binary tree means binary tree is also the tree only, but only the difference is, see here in the third property, a node may have 0 or more children are there, but in this case in binary tree a tree is consisting of 0 or 1 or 2 childs only. That is known as as the binary tree, right? A binary tree with n elements are exactly n minus 1 edges, right? A binary tree is a tree. Each node has at most two subtrees. Each node is having at most two subtrees, right? A binary tree T is finite set of nodes such that it should be empty. T is empty tree. If the tree is doesn't have any child nodes, if the tree is doesn't have any nodes, then that particular binary tree is known as the empty binary tree, right? Tree contains a specially designated node called root node. Every tree is consisting of root node, and the remaining nodes are going to be partitioned into two disjoint sets. Here we have only two disjoint sets should be there. Only two nodes are there. Two disjoint sets are there. Here one subtree is known as the left subtree. One subtree is known as the left subtree. Another subtree is known as the right subtree. See here in this given example, see here, this is the root node, 3 is the root node. This node is consisting of, see here, 1, only two childs are there, 1 and 5, right? For this 1, 0 comma 2 is there. For this 5, 4 is there. These are all the leaf nodes, 0 0 0 is there. So every tree, every node is having the childs less than or equal to 2. So what is the highest degree of any node which is present in the binary tree? That is 2 only. That is 2 only, right? Yeah, generally these are the properties of the binary tree. Here, see, a binary tree with n element has exactly n minus 1 edges. Exactly n minus 1 edges. Any tree is there, if any tree is there which is having n elements, means that particular tree is having n minus 1 edges, right? Here, see here, four nodes are there, 4 elements are there. How many edges are there? 1, 1, 2, 3 is there, right? Here, a binary tree of height h has at least 2 power h minus 1 elements are there, right? What is the height of this one? Here, 1, 2, 3, right? The height of the binary tree that contains n elements, n greater than or equals to 0, has at least log 2 n plus 1 and at most n. Here, this is the height of the binary tree. This is the height of the binary tree, right? Log 2 n plus 1 for the n nodes. Here you have to remember these 3 points. You are going to get 2 marks question in this case. What are the binary properties of the binary tree? Now see here, general difference between the tree and the binary tree. Binary tree is also the satisfying the properties of tree, but only the difference is here. First one is the a tree never be empty, whereas binary tree can be empty. A tree never be empty, whereas binary tree can be empty. Our second one is the a node may have any n number of children. A node may have n number of children, whereas in case of binary tree may be empty, or a node may have at most 2 children. At most means maximum of 2 childs are going to be present for this binary tree. These are the major differences between the tree and the binary tree. Next one is the full binary tree is there, complete binary tree is there. You must remember this full binary. What do you mean by full binary tree and complete binary tree? Here, full binary tree means a full binary tree is a tree in which every node rather than the leaves has two children. Here, every node which is present in the binary tree is having 2 childs, compulsory 2 child, except the leaf node, right? See here in this case, see here, one is there, this one is having 2 childs, right? 2 comma 3, right? Again this 2, how many childs are there? 4 comma 5. How many childs are there? 4 comma 5 is the right. Next, for this 4, 8 comma 9, 2 childs are there, right? For this 5, 10 comma 11, 2 childs are there, right? For this 6, 12 comma 13, 2 childs are there. For this 7, 14 comma 15, 2 childs are there. For this 3, 6 comma 7, 2 childs are there. So here every node which is present in the binary tree is having two childs. Here compulsory every node is must having its two childs, right? Here except the leaf nodes. Here see here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 all are the leaf nodes. Here in fully binary tree all the leaf nodes must be present in the same level. See here all the leaf nodes are going to be present in the same level. All the leaf nodes are going to be present in the same level. See here in level 3 all the nodes are present, right? Here all nodes are the same level and all the other nodes are having, each and every nodes is having two childs. A fully binary tree is having exact 2 power h minus 1 nodes. Here for example if the height of the tree is, for example height of the tree is 4, right? If the height of the tree is 4, then how many nodes which are present in the fully binary tree? That is 2 power h minus 1. See here for this one, what is the height here? 1. Here height is 1, 2, 3, 4. So height here 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Height is 4. So 2 power 4 minus 1. 2 power 4 means 2 to the 4. 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 minus 1, 15. So, if the height of the binary tree is 4, then it exactly 2 power h minus 1. 15 nodes are there. See here 15 nodes are there, right? We are having 15 nodes, right? Yeah. This is very, very important question. You may get in 2 marks. If the height of the binary tree is h, then how many number of nodes are going to be present in the fully binary tree? Fully binary tree, that is 2 power h minus 1. See here height of this tree is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 power h minus 1, that is 15 nodes are present here. 15 nodes are present. This is the fully binary tree. In fully binary tree is a tree. It should follow all the properties of the tree as well as the binary tree. But here in this case every node is having at most 2 childs. Only leaf node doesn't have any child nodes. All the leaf nodes must be present in the same level. This is the fully binary tree. Now complete binary tree. Complete binary tree is a binary tree in which every level is completely filled except the possibility of the last level. So here in this last level, that should in the last level is not going to be filled, right? In the previous case we are having all the last level is all filled, right? Whereas in this case in binary tree, complete binary tree, last level is not going to be filled. See here first node, here level 0 is there, here 2 comma 3 2 nodes are there, so this level is filled. For this next level 2, for this level 2 is also be filled. Why? Because this 2 is having this 2 child, 3 is having the 2 child. Here last level is there 8 comma 9, 8 comma 9 is not going to be filled. That's the reason it is a complete binary tree. Here in the unfilled level all the nodes are attached from the leftmost position. Here see here from the leftmost position only we have to add. See here for example here I am going to add one more node, that is 10. Now I am going to add one more node 11. So from the left side only, from this side only we have to add this one. So this is also the complete binary tree. For example, if I am going to add any node here 18, so this is not the complete binary tree. Why? Because first of all we have to add these two, then we have to add this one, then only we have to add this node. Otherwise directly we can't add 18 directly, right? So this is the complete binary tree. Right? Next one is the balanced binary tree. Here balanced binary tree means, here a balanced binary tree is a binary tree in which the left and right subtrees height must be differed by at most 1. Here left subtree, right subtree difference, height of the left subtree and height of the right subtree must be 1. Then only that particular tree is known as the balanced binary tree. Then only that particular tree is known as the balanced binary. See here in this case, here what is, this is the left subtree now. This is the left subtree, right? This is the right subtree. This is the right subtree, right? Here, what is the height of the left subtree? 1, 1, 2, 3, right? What is the height of the right subtree? 1 comma 2. So see this, check the difference. Difference is 1. So it is a balanced subtree. So we have to check for each and every one. We have to check each and the every one. It must be differed by 1. See here in this case 1 comma 2. For this node 2, 1 comma 2 is there. Here 1 is there. 2 minus 1, 1 is there. See here in this case 1 minus 1, 0. So it at most 1, is the difference, then only that particular tree is known as the balanced binary tree, right? Next topic is tree traversals techniques. Here in next class I am going to discuss about what are the different types of tree traversal techniques are going to be present in binary tree, right? Thank you.